Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. This should be episode 3 of the art series. Just to recuperate or reiterate, whatever, the first episode of the art series was the art of being calm. That was, I talked about being a calm person and then the limitations to it or what people think of you when you're so calm in terms of like making people look bad when you're angry or the preconceived notion that you just keep your emotions to yourself. So the second episode was kind of it was a bridge between the Pure Focus series and the art. So it was the art of purpose, right? So you get the idea. The art is for the art and purpose is for the Pure Focus series. So I just that is technically still part of the art. So I can say that was the second episode for the art. So now I was talking about composure some while back, like a while back, and I was like, why don't I just record a podcast episode for composure? So I had to like jump the queue with other episodes that I've been planning. And here we are. This is the art of composure. So the art of composure builds upon the art of being calm because you need to be calm to be composed, right? So that's why I had to reiterate the art of being calm and then the idea behind that. If you have not listened to it, you can always check it out so you can get the full understanding of the art of composure. So composure is another level of calm, like a deeper one, and that's why they follow each other. So when you're a calm person, you know that okay, you don't talk too much, you don't stress too much, and everything, right? Calm is basically relating to character. Like this guy is a calm person, right? But composure relates to the mind. Composure is a mind thing. It's a deeper level of calm. So when I say I'm composed in the sense that external factors, pressures, and everything does not affect me. I am just balanced. I am calm and I am composed, right? So you cannot be composed without being calm, and you cannot be calm fully without being composed. So they go hand in hand, although composure is like the higher level based upon its mental structure, right? So the idea of composure goes from the Stoic foundation of composure. The Stoic foundation of composure is the idea that nothing is in your control. So when I mean by nothing is in your control, I mean by external situations, and the only thing you can control is your reason choice. That's what they call it in Stoicism, reason choice, but you can also call it your mind. So let me give an example. I want to go to work today. I wake up in the morning, my alarm has set off like 10 minutes prior or 20 minutes prior. Okay, I'm composed about that. I want to have my shower, I want to take a bath, and then there is no water. I have to like fetch water or something. From there, I dress up and everything. I can't find my socks. I'm going to my car, and my car isn't starting. I have to use the public transport. I walk, I start going to use the public transport. I'm hopping on buses, rain starts falling. I'm soaking wet before I get to the office. I get to the office, my boss is shouting at me, telling me this. The product that we launched or the product that we shipped is not working. We have errors in production, this and that and everything. Right. So all those things, all those factors you cannot control. You can't control if your car is working. You can't control if it's going to rain today. You can't control if you miss the alarm. You can't control the fact that there is no water. So the only thing you can control is how you perceive these things, how you understand them, and how you, let's say, relate to them, or how you take action on it. And that is basically your mind. Your mind is the only thing you can control. Your mind, your reason choice. Right. So when you just understand the foundation of composure, you start to see how it is easier to be composed when you already know that this thing is not under my control, this thing is not under my control, this thing is not under my control. And when you know that things are not under your control, this person is going to act this way anyhow. This school, I am emphasizing this school because something just happened recently that I need to maintain composure. This school is acting sketchy. Like exams finish, I go home, you tell me to come back to do another exams. Like that alone should destroy your composure. But just understanding that you cannot control how the school works and you're just a student, you're just there to pass through it and let it pass through whatever school does. So when you understand that you cannot control the school system, you just maintain composure about it. Okay, I'm at home, I need to go back to school to do an exam, and then I'm coming back home. Simple. Is that simple? When you understand how the structure works, things you cannot control, the thing you can control, right? Everything just bases your composure. You're naturally composed with your understanding, right? So the it won't be called an art. So let me just give you an idea of the art itself. The reason why I call this the art is because there are actionable steps to achieve it, or the actionable steps to maintain it or to go against it. Let's put it like that, right? So the art of composure would not be art without giving you rules to maintain composure, or like just tips or tricks or whatever to maintain composure. And that's why it's called the art, because it's something you can learn. Okay. So we have rules to maintain composure, yeah, and a level of focus on the road ahead of your goals. Oh, a level of focus on the road ahead or your goals, right? So this point here is basically stating that to maintain composure, you need to have a level of focus. You need to know where you're heading to. You need to know the risk of what's at stake and what you're trying to achieve. When you understand those factors, you start to see why you should not lose composure, right? Just imagine how you are a CEO and your employee is pissing you off, like it's pissing you off badly. You cannot lose composure because you know what's at risk if you start shouting or anything. If you do anything irrational to the employee, then you can already understand that it's going to affect your focus, it's going to affect your goals, and it's going to affect the bigger picture. So you just understand that okay, you take a deep breath and you understand that I have goals to achieve, I have things I need to do, and I would not let this situation destroy my composure. So you need to have a level of focus in terms of maintaining composure. You need to know where you're heading to and what's at stake. And you need to understand that you cannot lose composure at any point in time. Okay. Second point is understanding of how the world works in uncertainty, disappointment, and pain. Just like what I talked about in the beginning, the idea that nothing is in your control except your reason choice. So when you get an understanding of how the world works, the world is always going to piss you off. Things are always going to happen the way you don't want them to happen, right? And you must make peace with it. If you don't make peace with it, it's going to affect you. Right? It's going to destroy your composure. So you must make peace with the fact that I'm going to step out today, bad things are going to happen, people are going to disappoint me, I'm going to get annoyed, and that is fine. I have made peace with it, and that is life. So you must understand how the world works in terms of uncertainty, in terms of disappointment, in terms of pain, and other factors that happen in real life. And you also have a point of understanding helps you make peace with situations. So like just now, you have a problem with a friend, or maybe you guys are arguing or something. The understanding itself makes you have peace with the situation. You understand that okay, I cannot get along with everyone, even though this is my good friend. I cannot get along with him or her on every each and every point or whatever, or we cannot get along with each and every argument or each and every viewpoint, and that is fine. When you understand the fact that things happen because they might happen, they can happen, and they certainly will happen, you'll be fine. Like coming out today, when I understand the fact that people are going to piss me off, rain can possibly fall, I can possibly get drenched. I understand it, I make peace with it. And then when the situation happens, I'm not too shocked or like, oh my God, this is happening to me. Why is this happening to me? You already knew, you already talked to yourself that, okay, today I know rain can possibly fall on me, and that's fine. When you make peace with it, when the situation happens, you're not thrown out of composure. You're like, okay, I know this was going to happen. And when it doesn't happen, you're perfectly fine. So understanding helps you make peace with situations. Now we have another point here: a calm character or approach to life, slow, calm, and analytical mind. So this is where the art of being calm comes in, because to be composed, you have to be grounded. You have to have a analytical process to approaching things, right? You have a problem, you don't just like start running around and this. You take a minute, take a breather, you look at the problem, you analyze it, find a solution for it, right? So the art of composure stems from the art of being calm. You need to be calm in situations. You need to have a calm character, a calm approach to things, to be composed enough to solve problems or to just go through life on a day-to-day basis. So a calm character, a calm demeanor is needed to maintain composure. Also, we have preparation. You cannot be composed if you're not at least prepared for something. So just imagine I have exams, and I think exams is like a very good analogy. So I have exams, a very tough course. If I'm not prepared for the course, if I've not read anything, I am going to be the least composed person there. And it's obviously you already know that you're not going to be as composed as possible because you are not prepared for it. But just like what I said, that when you prepare your mind that okay, today bad things are going to happen, bad things can happen, they might happen, and you're perfectly okay with it. Just like when you're going for exams and you're prepared enough and you're like, okay, I prepared, I have read enough, and anything that happens in the exam will happen. That's it. But I know I have tried my best. So when you're prepared, there is maximum composure. You're going to the exam and you're calm about it because you know that okay, I've read what I need to read, and anything that happens in the exam it's just going to happen. It's just fate. It might happen, possibly can happen, and it will happen. And I'm perfectly okay with it. So when you're prepared enough, you automatically compose. It's more of like a benefit to composure. When you're prepared for something, you're automatically composed. So we have confidence in your ability to handle a situation. So just like preparation and confidence in your ability to handle situations, they kind of go hand in hand. So we could say, let's say you're going to exam and maybe 90% you're prepared, the remaining 10% you can't understand, you don't know, it's too short of a time to read. You're like, okay, anything that happens in the exam may happen, but I'm confident enough that when I get to the exam, I can attempt three and a half questions or four questions complete. It might not even be complete. I can attempt maybe three questions. Maybe I'll see somebody that's going to tell me one extra question. Maybe I'll see people that'll tell me one extra point, right? So you're prepared, but you also have confidence in your ability to handle the situation. You want to go out today, you know that okay, if rain falls, if I don't have money anymore, if something happens, if something bad happens to me when I'm going to work, if I go to work and people are annoying me, I am confident in my ability to handle that situation. And that's where the composure comes in because you know that okay, if anything bad happens, you're composed enough or you're confident enough to handle situations properly. So you need to have confidence, you need to have preparation. And then faith and belief. I wanted to talk about faith and belief when I first started to talk about composure. But I believe that I believe that you need to have belief. I don't know how that's going to play out. I believe that faith and belief go hand in hand in maintaining composure. Just like you're in a situation and you really don't know the outcome of it is quite uncertain. And you have this faith and belief, probably in a higher power, probably in yourself, probably in the universe to handle the situation. So you need to have some level of faith and belief. It depends on who that your faith and belief is tied to. It could be God, it could be Allah, it could be anything, it could be the universe, it could be nature, you know, that's your own cup of tea to deal with, right? But you need to have a level of faith in a higher power to believe that okay, things are going to align your way. Because you're not sent on this earth to just suffer, right? You're not sent on this earth to just suffer and toil the ground till you die. You're meant for great things. So when you believe that the universe wants the best for me, anything that happens, you know that it happens for a reason, and then there's always something better along the way. It helps maintain composure. So yeah, meditation and reflection too also helps maintain composure. You are calm when you meditate. Meditation is just more of like recollecting your thoughts. Like there's this stuff where I do where anytime I'm meditating, right? And it usually is weird. Like you're just meditating and like, wow, so this person did this and did that. No wonder I was like, and this thing has happened like a month ago, and like, wow, I'm just seeing like the patterns into this person's behavior or the pattern into this situation, like, wow, this is interesting. So meditation, it really helps maintain composure, and meditation in itself is a very good thing to like just calm your mind and just help you process stuff better. So it's just more of like meditation is just more of like recollecting past thoughts and structuring it to your subconscious, or like just making pieces it and everything. So you need to reflect. Reflection is more of like meditation to kind of, yeah, I think reflection and meditation, they're not kind of the same thing though. Reflection is more of like reflecting on a particular thing. Meditation is just more of like a general recollection of thoughts. So meditation and reflection is important for maintaining composure. And it's a process like everything. You just need to take it slow. Not you don't just you won't just listen to this episode of the podcast and like I'm automatically composed. Like I need to just start composing things. It doesn't work that way. It's more of like you listen to it, maybe you write, you jot it down, and you listen to it, you make inferences, and then you just take tiny actionable steps every day to just maintain composure based on the points that I have listed here. So I wish you all the best actually. I really wish you all the best in maintaining composure. Because at the end of the day, like the only thing we can control is our mind, and it goes a long way, honestly. So thank you for listening to this episode. This was quite a long one actually, almost 20 minutes. It's been a while since I recorded the long episode. But yeah, thank you for listening. And I'll catch you on another one. Peace.